to live amongst the people, but this time I said, I want to live at the top. I want to live at the empire and see how this all works. And let me tell you, the community does not feel comfortable coming up here unless it's for things like this. When this leaves, the greatest story ever told should be the stories that are here in Inglewood. It should be the black and brown stories that have been here, the mamas and the stakeholders and the small business owners who have been holding it down. And we have got to capture the story because that's where empathy comes, I think. But I'm having a hard time getting the interest of SoFi, Hollywood Park, Greystar Management, Wilson and Meany, to say, hey, what can we do on this part of the land to really start to capture those stories so that we have legacy? Because people do die, flowers die, right? But we gotta keep their stories. And so I've been on a 12-month journey trying to figure this out. So my question is, how do we capture these stories that are here and elevate them?
Hey, Sherie, thank you. I'm reminded of a quote from Madam C.J. Walker is, I got my start by giving myself a start. I think that we have to look, I believe that everything that we ever need is with us. I don't believe that we need to look outside of that. I don't think we need to seek outside validation. I don't think that we need to think that we have to work in a certain way other than with ourselves and with our people, right? And so I think that what comes down to it is finding like minds and like spirits, and those with those same intentions, and to get about doing the work. I'm really about, you know, how the momentum, right? And that's one thing I think as a people we've been denied, is the power of momentum, right? Things that continue, and that as a result of continuing, they build, they grow, they speed up, they accelerate, they attract more. And that only happens when you are consistent and when you are moving forward. And so I would encourage you to just start. I know that you already are doing your thing, but I think you'll be surprised at the signs that appear along your path just by keeping your head down and staying focused on that mission. And the people that will come along and raise their hands in support. And it may surprise you who it is.
Also celebrate the local people that are doing things when they're doing things. Don't wait for awards or accolades or I guess approval from these institutions. I mean, there's a young poet in the middle of Inglewood that needs somebody to tell them that their poem is valuable, is worthy of being written or shared. There's stuff that's happening at the world stages. There's things that's happening at, at Lamert Park. I think the home is the greatest organizing space. So if you have a part me of a roof over your head, you can bring artists and do workshops in your homes. You can start to collect those things. We can start to create grassroots from the bottom down, like collections of our materials, and say, hey, your stories, I want to put them all over the street. I want to put them in a gallery or in a restaurant down the street. You can talk to the local restaurant owner. I think there's ways that are so in front of us that I think we forget, and the power is when we do it together, to what he said, that makes it so much more meaningful.
I also want to add that